Hi Soul Fam, I'm Nirvano, and today we are going to be talking about something really amazing, inner work and manifestation, and how they link with each other. So, what is inner work? Inner work is basically you getting to know more about yourself, you realizing who you are, your potential, your ideas, your belief systems, what matters, what doesn't matter, your subconscious patterns, your triggers, how to deal with situations, what is love, what is the purpose of this life, what is your life purpose. All the things are buried inside you, they're already there. You might not be in touch with those things, and that is why this video is there. And to get you in touch with those things, you need to do inner work so you can sort of chisel yourself out and cut out all the things that you're not, so that the true version of you can shine through. This is very important that you start to be comfortable in being uncomfortable. Of course, uncomfortable things will come up. There would be uneasiness, there could be a whirlpool, a whirlwind of emotions inside you when you go inside and start to make friends with the unknown within, inside yourself, in your own world. And I'm here to help you on this journey, and a lot of other um, people are there as well. The right person, resource, guidance will come to you at the right time. If you're watching this video, well, this is the this is that guidance. Another thing that is very important while um, delving deeper into ourselves or doing our inner work, making friends with ourselves, basically lost parts of ourselves who we were as kids, completely liberated and uninhibited and childlike and just full of wonder. We want those feelings to come back, and for that, we need to do inner work. For that, we need to be really um, making friends with the unknown. Through belief systems, our interactions with society, or the mass fear that is there, or through our authority figures, however it came, I have personally seen that a lot of people, and even I have, gone through a phase of fear whenever I used to face something that was unknown to me, even within myself, something that I did not want to look at, something that I did not want to own up to, something that I, some sort of injury which I inflicted on somebody. All those things might come up. They will come up. They should come up. Your potential is buried deep inside it, and that is the entire point of doing inner work, and that is what we're going to do. All the treasures are buried deep within you, and we want to get in touch with those treasures. It becomes a little bit scary to face the unknown because we have all sorts of fears with um, change and concepts related to new things and even positive things. We are even scared of the good things in life. We are so scared because there might be something unknown in that, and we need to make friends with the unknown. We need to be comfortable with the um, with just being a little bit open, because you know that's where the good stuff is. Because of our fear based belief systems regarding new things and change, we try to control everything, and that gets in the way of our spiritual process and our inner work majorly. That hinders our growth, because growth lies in doing new things, looking at things in a new way, new perspectives, new ideas, thinking out of the box, looking at things in a manner in which they have never been looked at. Another thing that we need on this journey is our inner guidance system. Without that, there is no inner work. We cannot know what voice inside our head is true, what is right, what is wrong, what is just our critical voice, what thought is coming from where. We are completely lost. Without the inner guidance system, we need to be in touch with the inner guidance system, our intuition, which can also be called as our sixth sense. When we were born, we already had this sense, but due to the structure of society, the educational systems, authority figures, and all those things, we sort of got cut off from our own internal guidance system. It is easier to control a kid um, who does not know what is right and wrong than a kid who is very strong-willed and who knows when something is doesn't feel right in their body or something feels bad and they don't want to do it. Isn't it liberating to know that there is this voice inside you that knows what is right, knows what is wrong, knows what is best for you, and is there just to guide you. And that's actually your own voice. We need to be comfortable in this knowledge. We need not look at it just as a intellectual query or concept. We need to really understand how it feels in the body when we are connected to that inner guidance and inner voice. And I'll be giving out exercises at the end of this video that you can do to get in touch with that inner guidance system. Inner work is also about connecting to this voice. Inner work is also a process of transmuting our negative belief systems to bring them to light, not be scared of them, and then maturely, um, from a space of balance, from a neutral space, transmute those into the kind of belief systems that serve us, that help us grow, that make us feel happier, that makes us feel better about life. Well, it took me the longest time to get into touch with my own internal voice, and still I get confused with what is coming from where. But thank God I have some tools and tactics that I use, and grounding practices that help me understand what kind of voice is coming from where. And then it's not that difficult then to really know what my heart is saying. Let me just give you a brief idea of what being in touch with your inner guidance system feels like. So it feels like heaven, pretty much. It feels like liberation, love, contentment, happiness, satisfaction, a feeling of like you have arrived, fulfillment, a feeling that cannot be put into words, yet I'm trying to. A feeling which is so of the beyond. It's just, it feels otherworldly almost. It feels like you would never hurt anybody else. It feels like you love everybody. You want the best for everybody. It feels like you feel one with everything that there is, and you feel connected, and you feel like you're not lost at all, and you feel guided and loved and protected in a warm cushion of support and care and just well-being and abundance of good feelings and good things. That is what it feels like. That is why we want to do the inner work. All the manifestations are closely linked with this level of being. This state of being is the best state of being to manifest the things that we really want to manifest. Otherwise we'll keep manifesting things from lower states of beings, from more denser, more low frequency states of being. um, for example, it can be understood in the way of you experiencing something, some heavy emotion like sadness, grief, guilt, shame, something of that sort, or maybe something lighter, like mild discomfort, irritation, something of that sort. So what I have realized, from those states of beings, the manifestations that come then are not very pleasing. So how can we change that? Let's just briefly talk about why we want to manifest our dream life. Why do we want to manifest anything? You dig a little bit deep, and the answer would unequivocally be something like, it would make me happy, it would feel like an enhancement, it would make me feel more fulfilled, it would make me feel more centered, it would make me feel more balanced, loved, or cared, or taken care of, or something of that sort, right? So it is the internal feeling that we're really looking for. It's not the outer reflection. The outer reflection should be, in ideal case scenario, a bonus, but it is from this space the manifestation should happen, or this is where the law of attraction works in our favor. So another interesting idea is that if we manifest something and corresponding to that there is no inner shift in our state of being, that manifestation is more or less redundant to us. It doesn't matter if it's something that is objectively valued materially, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't cause an internal shift of my state of being to a higher space of being. Another very important concept, which is sort of pretty basic, but still, let's just briefly touch on this topic as well. Everything has vibration, everything is energy. For two things to match, So you are here and you want something to manifest here. There has to be an energetic match there. The frequency of the two things need to match. Then only you can perceive it. So you have to be at the vibration of something to be able to observe it. You never experience something you are not the vibration of. Yeah, it sounds difficult to hear. That means the bad things that we are manifesting and the horrible experiences that we had sort of were attracted by us. Yes, they were sort of attracted by us. That does not justify those things, that does not minimize your experience, but it is really helpful. It is really important to realize that we are the creators of our life, and we are creating our life by our thought patterns, feelings, emotions, state of being, and then attracting the life, similar events, and everything, similar kind of people um, around. But this is looking at the positive side of this. This is incredibly liberating. This is like an empowered state of being. You at least know that you are responsible for your life and you can change your life. A lot of people do not even know that they have any control over their life. They are creating their reality. They're just sitting there like victims, and just, law of attraction is just giving them all sorts of weird things, matching their victim mood. We don't want that. We want to be conscious creators here, and we can create the life that we want. That's what we are talking about. We want to create not just like a normal life. We don't want to survive. We want to be crazy thriving creators of beautiful experiences, things that have never been done before, ways of looking at things that have never happened before. We want that kind of clarity about the power that we have over our lives and over the creation process, and that we are not alone in this. We have support. We have um, all the support we need. Actually, we'll be discussing about that further, and I'll be giving you more tools so that you can feel comfortable in your power, but sit with this understanding that you can change your life. You can change every bit of your life, and we'll do that together to create the best life experience for you and for people around you. If you're happy, of course the people around you would be happy. So talking about manifestation and creating a deep dream reality, wherever we are on the emotional scale, I'll just put it here. I've realized that they are matching events and people and state of being and emotions and events, and the memories that will be clicked in my head are linked to the vibrational state of being I am in, right? And every emotion or feeling that I am in, suppose for example, if I'm feeling a mild sort of discomfort and I do not tend to it, so the momentum will start building upon that, and more things that cause me discomfort, or the memories where I was feeling the same sort of um, emotions in my body, the same sort of discomfort will start popping into my head, and then I'll feel more irritated, and that'll even go further. I might then stub my toe into the wall or something. That will further cause me more pain, and then somebody might call and somebody might yell, and it just builds up negatively. There's a momentum to these things, and they just build up. If there's mild discomfort, that's the place that where awareness needs to come in, so you can just consciously shift that to the positive things, the and feeling good. So when you start feeling good, that momentum starts building, the good things start popping up, and the good emotions start flooding your body, instead of it snowballing into a really hellish sort of experience where you keep falling into states of beings denser and denser, and into frustration, and then anger, and then rage, and all sorts of those low frequency emotions which really take a toll on your body, and then they really drain you. All the energy that you had to do whatever you wanted to do just completely is gobbled up by these negative emotions and negative memories and thought patterns. So we really need to be more conscious about what kind of emotions we are feeling, being aware of them, and then having the tools to transmute them into positive feeling, thoughts, beliefs, ideas, things, and then it can snowball into that, and then it can become a really positive experience. And at the highest level of being, as I said, the space of where you're completely in touch with your inner guidance system, completely in tune and happy and completely in the zone, that's where all the creativity and your potential and the best things, your best feelings, your non-judgmental attitude towards life and everybody else, your heart opens, all those things are available to people who are on that state, or whenever you are on that state, it becomes open to you. The magic of this world, the miraculous nature of this existence and reality, how beautiful it is and how wonderful it is to have a life, to have this human experience together at this, at such a transformative phase. You just start to feel such appreciation for everything, and it just builds up from there, and you just start feeling like heaven, and that's where we want to be, really. Even through manifestations, that's where we want to be. So we need to be working on that, and to be on this state of creativity and connectedness and love, we need to do inner work. We need to transmute these old patterns which are not serving us, and that can only be done through creating, a space between the things that are coming up inside us, and then watching them, and then looking at them differently. That's what it is all about. It is about looking at things differently in a more positive way, and then your life starts changing from then on. We need to do inner work. There is no other way, and that's not a bad thing. Everything that you have ever wanted is buried deep inside you, behind that process inside you. Further, as we do inner work, our body changes, our thought patterns changes, our experience of reality changes, everything becomes lighter, more open, you become happier, wonders start to happen, and that is what we want, right? So this is how inner work connects with manifestations. If you want those manifestations, like whatever you think will make you really happy, to manifest those things, you have to become a vibrational match to it, and that happens when you raise your frequency by feeling positive emotions, positive states of being, and then these things can come into your experience for you to physically see them. But you can experience the effect of that being there in your life even before it has manifested it. And this is basically everything that you need to know about manifestation. Create the space state of being, first, of fulfillment and contentment and happiness and love and all the good things. Manifestations follow in wonderful miraculous ways, like just, and they just keep popping up one after the other. I'm manifesting a lot of things in my life and creating my own dream life, and I would be sharing more tools with you further. But today, let me just give you a brief exercise to start with, so that we can start building on your bag of tricks when you find yourself in a soup somewhat. So let's just do this extremely powerful and extremely effective but ridiculously simple exercise. 3 breaths. We all knew that. 3 breaths, deep breaths, belly breaths, and know in your soul, know in your being that after the third breath, you will be completely um, relaxed. Let's just do this right now. And now I want you to feel, where do you find yourself in the body? Just gently, no pressure. Try to feel where you are present in the body. Where is your life concentrated? Where is your energy concentrated? After the third breath, what I found out was I was spread into my body fully, in my entire body, and that's a very good thing. But when I started getting in touch with my inner voice, I found myself being present here, inside, 2 inches down from here, and a few inches inside here in my head. And that was just making my head, that was just causing so much noise in my head, and that was what needed to be balanced. I was too much in my masculine mind and logic and intellect, and that was just complicating everything for me. Later on, when I started meditating, um, and started doing a lot of self-awareness practices, then sort of I started feeling, when I used to check in with my body where I am, I sometimes started finding myself, here in the chest. And people might find that themselves to be concentrated somewhere even below the heart, and that's also great. But just pop into your body like this multiple times a day, 3 4 times a day. Just try this, find yourself, and that's like opening the door to your inner voice. You can get in touch with your body by being in the body. You can get in touch with your intelligence by being in the body. You need to use this body temple, this tool, this beautiful tool that you've been given to start your journey, connecting with your inner self. And then from there, that inner self and that voice will sort of start guiding you into doing your inner work and what you need to focus on and all those things. You'll get more and more in tune with that. That's what I want for you, that's what I want for me, that's what I want for all of us. Me, I just want to be in touch with that um, voice 24/7. That's the goal for me, that's like the ideal thing that I want. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. In the next video, we are going to delve deeper into how to really start doing inner work. Okay, bye. Like and subscribe.